All right, so to get started, this is the Traxxas T-Max 3.3, 3.3 motor. Comes with the TQ top qualifier, like 2.4 gigahertz remote. Beautiful thing. It also has the Traxxas link. You're able to link it to your iPhone, Android, and there's an app that you can use to actually interact with the car and check its speed, temperature, and all that. As long as you got all those attachments on it, pretty cool little deal here. I've had no problems with it. Every once in a while, the link won't link up to my phone, but then I go ahead and fix it. Not a problem. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump into this. Like I said, again, this is a review of my review of the Traxxas T-Max 3.3, and there's going to be some stuff in here that people are going to disagree with. Again, this is my opinions. You're entitled to your own opinions. I'm entitled to mine. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. This is my first nitro engine car, as well as my first car in general. So this is just my opinion of how I've liked it so far, as being the first car I've ever bought. Okay, so first, as you see, comes with a nice little body. You can get it in 4 different colors. I ended up getting it in the blue. It comes with these really rugged tires. I mean, some really tough tires. What I recommend when you get this, the first thing you want to do is go ahead and glue. Inside of here, you'll pull this back, pull it back, drop a couple dabs of glue, press it back in there on both sides, and that's so this tire doesn't come off the rim. I had that happen to me once, so I glued all my tires, and I've never had that problem since then. Alright, so this thing is very, very tough. Very tough. I have already had one mishap. I've already broken a motor in this thing. This is the second motor in it. I've already put it in and broke it in. So let's go ahead and open it up and check it out here. It comes with these body clips. I added these bands just to keep the body clips together so I don't lose them. Pretty easy. Highly recommended to go ahead and get your hands on some of those if you can. It keeps the bands with the body at all times, or the body pins with the body at all times, so you never have to worry about losing them. Alright, so what's underneath? Alright, here you go. So it comes with, as you see, the 3.3 engine. Nice low exhaust. Sorry it's a little dirty. I just finished breaking it in and it's a little bit dirty outside. So the upgrades I ended up getting is I ended up upgrading the clutch. Let's see if I can go ahead and let you see that. As you see right there, there's the clutch. It's hard for me to point while I'm holding the camera, but the clutch is right there where the pads are and everything. You can see it right there clear. I ended up upgrading that because I blew out the first one. This is actually the shop that I go to, Hobbytown, USA. They recommended I use this clutch, and this clutch has not failed me yet. The other one broke almost instantly, so that just goes to show. I ended up upgrading, let's just put it that way. Alright, the other thing I did was I ended up getting a servo for the throttle and brake. A waterproof servo is what I ended up getting, as well as this servo for the steering. The steering servo is also waterproof. That's a Traxxas part. This is not. This is aftermarket. This is Savox. Correct me if I say that wrong, but it's Savox. This is both of them are waterproof, and I've had not any problems with them. I haven't tested it in the water because I know this isn't necessarily very well sealed, so I don't know if I want to exactly take that through a puddle too deep. Comes with an adapter for the double A's. It originally runs off of AA batteries for the servos. Comes with this right here. It's a battery pack for the AA batteries. Has its switch on here. I ended up changing mine out to the battery pack, which is housed in this box right here. I ended up getting the battery pack with a bit different switch and everything. The battery pack is a LiPo battery. It's able to be recharged by this plug right here. Then I have this charger right here that I bought aftermarket, because the one it came with wasn't all that great. So what do I like about it? Well, I like how rugged it is. The shocks are good. These possibly are probably the control arms are probably going to end up breaking at some point, so I'm already prepared to go ahead and upgrade those. The half shafts are in here. They're all plastic, but they're hardened plastic, as well as the drive shaft, both front and rear. This is a 4-wheel drive vehicle, so it does have front and rear drive shafts. I do foresee me changing those out with metal or aluminum, just so I can get, because I plan on bashing this, so I want to make sure. The bulkheads front and rear, I plan on changing those out. They are hardened plastic, but I plan on changing those out for a aluminum as well as the wheelie bar that's on here right now. It tends to come off quite easy. I've had constant problems where I hit a good wheelie and then it'll wheelie way too much, and then I notice it's the wheelie bar that came off. So that tends to come off quite a bit. So the other thing I like about it is the bottom. Probably got a little fuel buildup. Yeah. Okay. So, see. All right. So there's the skid plates. They're plastic. I plan on changing those out for aluminum as well. As you see, they're completely plastic. I haven't had any breaking them. I haven't broke them yet, but I have scratched them up quite a bit. So I plan on definitely upgrading to like an aluminum or something of that nature, something stronger. Like I said, it's very tough. It's a very tough car. I've only had one problem with it, and that is I broke the motor in half. Alright, so the video I'm going to show you is a video of the aftermath of me rolling it off of a jump. I jumped it about 4 feet high, and it landed upside down, landing right here. As you can see from the body, when the motor pushed forward, it also pushed the body. But it landed like this, instantly died out. I look over and I literally broke it in half from where the piston sits. So I ended up having to buy a new motor. Good thing the local hobby shop happened to have one in stock, and I was able to do a core charge on it. So I brought them the old one. They gave me a discount on the new one. So on this video that's coming up, please, viewer discretion is advised. If you're a nitro lover, you're gonna probably cringe when you see this, but here it is. Motor's done. That motor's gone. Look at that. Yeah. New motor time.
Customer complained of a rod knock shortly before duck call.
An expensive motor. It's pricey, but it's not insane. It's not overpriced. And the fact that I get a core charger, I'm happy about. If they'll even take that one. They'll probably, you know what, keep that motor. We'll still give you the core charger anyway. That's awesome. Alright, see? Yeah, not so fun, right? Yeah, I ended up cracking it in half. It was completely gone. There was nothing I could do about it. So what I highly recommend is what I did is I ordered a steel roll cage for just the motor. It attaches using just the stock hardware. I don't have to buy any aftermarket hardware or drill holes or anything like that. It attaches, it goes right over the motor. I do have to, however, bore out this hole a little bit just to be able to fit it when I put the body back on. But that stops me from possibility breaking it again off of a landing, because I do want to jump this thing and see what it's truly made of. So I highly recommend, if you do plan on jumping this thing, make sure you get this roll cage, or at least some type of roll cage. If you want to just go with a straight roll cage body, you can. There's not a problem. They do sell them. I will have a link in the description below. I found mine on eBay. It was a roll cage just specifically for the motor. I'll leave in the description below the link to that. So if you want to get one, I highly recommend it. I haven't tuned it yet. It's still stock. Stock is on the high-speed needle, which is the high-speed needle here, and the low-speed needle is on the other side right here, where the other side of the carburetor. High-speed needle stock for break-in is 4 out, from dead stop all the way in, 4 out, and then here is 1 1/8 or 1 1/2 or 1 1/4 turn on the low-speed needle for break-in. After that, then you can obviously play with it. At the hobby shop that I go to, they told me that the motor will always be breaking in, so it probably will change each time you tune it. Over time, as the motor breaks in more and more, it'll change. So do note that you will probably be tuning this thing quite often until it's fully 100% ready to go and broken in. They have plenty of upgrades for this thing, plenty, and I plan on buying a few. Like I said, the bulkheads, I plan on the upper and lowers on the control arms, as well as the drive shafts, the half shafts, and I plan on looking at the skid plates, and then I might be getting new bumpers because these are getting thrashed up, so I might get new bumpers. I found some on eBay I'm going to go to hold of. I try to buy everything from my local hobby shop to help out the shop, considering these shops are owner operated. So I'd like to try to help out as much as possible, but there's some stuff they just cannot get. So I do recommend that you do try to purchase everything through your local hobby shop if you can, just to help out your local shops. If not, then you can, there's obviously eBay or Amazon. You can find all kinds of stuff. There's other websites. I haven't checked them out yet, but the hobby shop gave me a few websites I can check out to see if I like them. So the other thing that this has is the Easy Start system. It's Easy Start system. It comes with this starter wand. It warms up the glow plug and starts the motor at the same time, but gotta make sure this thing's fully charged. I had the problem of I thought it was fully charged and it wasn't. I went to go try to crank it, wouldn't do anything. What it is it plugs into right here. The wires from here go to the starter. The starter's on this side over here. You can see it right there. Connects to the back of the motor back here, and it cranks over the engine for you, so you don't have to. And it also has the glow plug igniter, which the glow plug is in there. It also has the glow plug igniter wire that warms up your glow plug for you, so you don't need a glow plug igniter. So I ended up keeping the Easy Start system on here, but if that thing breaks, I'm probably going to go to pull start. I do have the pull starter already. The new motor that I got came with a different air filter. It came with this one. I'm not too sure about it. I haven't used it yet. Not too sure if I'm going to. I had no problems with the stock air filter, plus it's double filtered. There's a filter underneath this one as well. This is the transmission that doesn't have reverse. They got rid of the reverse because they were having too many problems with it, from what I've heard. So they got rid of reverse. This doesn't have reverse, which is kind of a pain. I wish there was. I know I can get the new gears for the transmission and put them in to make it to where it'll go into reverse, but as of right now, I haven't done that. I did have to play with the throttle and the brake a little bit. The brake's right there with brake shoes right there. Everything works just fine as far as that. I haven't had any problems with the brakes. I haven't had much problems with the throttle. I've had to play with it a little bit and do some adjustments, but other than that, it's been just fine. So this is my review of the product. This is my first RC car, especially nitro, of anything that's outside of a Toys R Us car. But I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate real quick. I'm not gonna actually start it because I don't have any fuel in it, but I don't want to start it down here because I'm in my basement. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you how this how it sounds when it's starting, and how it's supposed to sound, and how it's how this whole quick start works, or this Easy Start works. So push it down, you can hear it attempting to start. If I had fuel in here, it would crank over. You got to make sure you prime it before it'll actually start. Right now, like I said, I didn't put any fuel in it. That's another thing. When I rolled it, I also cracked the fuel tank. So I ended up having to buy a new fuel tank. It was like $15 for a new fuel tank. Wasn't too bad. The motor at the hobby shop was $189. I ended up getting it for $115 because I brought in the old motor. Thanks to Hobbytown USA. I appreciate it, guys. You guys are great help. I've gotten all my advice from them, and they've helped me out greatly and tremendously. So again, this is my review. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below in the comment section. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. Again, like I said, I am new, but I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. I've done a lot of research. This will conclude my video. If you like what you see, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more videos, which there will be more videos on me bashing this with my buddies, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Until next time, I'm Steve Violet, Racer King 1010. Have a good day.